What's up everyone, this is Selina Kyle, aka Caitlin, your host today at Dark Matter Cosplay, and we are making these awesome unicorn ornaments today. These are some of the materials that you will need to get started. And our first step will be to lay down our saran wrap so that we can mold our clay on top of it without making a mess. I've pinched off a piece of modeling clay and I am starting to roll it, preferably using the palm of my hand so that I don't get ridges from my fingers. You will start to get a taper shape, which is perfect. That's just what we need to make the horn. You want to play with it a bit and kind of pinch out the tip so that we get a nice pointed shape. And as you can see, we're just doing this to a second one so that we can put that together. One should be a little bit skinnier than the other and a little more pointed so that we know which one lays where. You know, if the saran wrap would stay still, I think I would have got this done a lot quicker. As you can see, we're starting to twist them together, putting the less pointed side at the top and blending it to the very tip. And just straighten that out. Next, grab your cutting mat and a knife and you'll just cut at a little bit of an angle. So for this one I will be using the peel and stick craft foam simply because they have paper on the back. That's exactly what I was looking for. The paper on the back will help it stay stiffer so that they can stick up for the ears. So far I've chosen the color white and purple. I'm also choosing the color yellow. For this step I'll be using just a regular, not glittery, boring foam sheet in a pretty color to go with the glitter. I picked out a nice mint blue, pastel purple, and a pretty pink to go with it. Here I'm just mapping out which colors will go together. As you can see, this is the color scheme that I'm going to be going with for this video. Now I am drawing the shape of the ear using a pencil on the back of the peel and stick foam. Since it has a paper backing, it's easy to draw on that side, and you also won't have leftover pencil marks after you cut it. I am doing the halfway method where you draw one side and then fold it in half and cut it so that you have a symmetrical piece. And I'm just trimming up some of the edges. And there we have it. That's our first ear. Isn't it cute? Repeat this step by tracing one and cutting it out. Now here I'm just tracing one of the bigger ears, and we'll actually be drawing out a smaller piece. I'm drawing two sides to decide which shape I like more. I decided on the right side, and we'll fold that in half and cut that. As you can see, the little glittery piece will go in the middle of the ear. And we will just repeat that step one more time. Just trace and cut. Now just peel off the paper backing and stick that right in the middle of the first purple ear. Now if you don't have a vinyl cutter, it's okay. You can paint these on, use real lashes, or Sharpie. Get creative, do whatever you want. But I have a silhouette, so I printed these out and stuck them right on. I'm pressing on the sticker along with the shape instead of against it so that none of the little edges get bubbles in them. And right there I'm just peeling out a bubble. And moment of truth time! I really feel like this unicorn's lashes are already looking better than mine. Who does her makeup? Oh, that's right, me. Huh? Now at this point, I am ready to stick down one of my ears, and I'm just cutting a small triangle in the middle so that once we stick it down, it will be molded almost in a circular shape. That way it looks almost natural like a real ear. I know real ears aren't glittery, but a girl can dream. I've peeled back just a little bit of the paper backing so that we can stick that down with the glue that's already present on the ear. And again, I'm making another triangle on the other ear so that we can stick that down just the same way. Here I'm adding some pink sparkly hot glue to the back of the ears so that I can stick the paper down and it will stay upright and stiff. I'm adding a bead of that pink sparkly hot glue right into the center of the ears to cover up, 1, the cuts I made to make the triangles, and 2, to add a little extra color to those ears. And here I have all 4 sets of the ears completed. As you can see, I did a little different shape for each of them. And it's almost time to start adding on those flowers. But first, I don't think these have enough glitter, so I will be adding a mixture of Mod Podge and water to the inside. And here goes a little bit of water. And now we shake the mess out of it. Here I'm pouring out my mixture this time. We don't want to fill it with glue, but we just want to coat the inside. And I'll repeat this step one more time to show you. We want to make sure there's no liquid standing left in the ornament when we are ready to add glitter. As you can see, I'm just double checking that there's no liquid left over before I start pouring in this beautiful purple glitter. Now I'll just stop up the hole on the top and shake it around. Now that I've repeated this step for all of my ornaments, I think it's time to add our horns. Now that I've mapped out where I want my horn to go and I've gotten the angle down, I'm going to coat the bottom in a little layer of pink hot glue. This hot glue, when it gets hot, it will change color, but once it dries, it'll be that pretty pink again. And once I've stuck that down and I'm happy with it, I'll add more around the edges and cover up the creases so that I can add some more decoration. As you can see, I already did this one. And we are just going to repeat it by randomly placing paper flowers, or in this case, I have some rhinestones and also some confetti that is shaped like butterflies and flowers, and I will just start randomly adding them to the ornaments according to their color. I don't want to repeat the colors and use purple butterflies on a purple ornament, so I'll be using mostly blue. Oh, need more hot glue. I'm just coating the edges of that horn so I can start piling on the decoration. And now that I've added all of those little flowers, I think it's time to bring out the big dogs. By big dogs, I mean paper flowers. I picked up these awesome rhinestones called sugar dots, and they are more of a holographic geode almost looking rhinestone, and I figured these would be perfect for unicorns because they definitely look rainbowy. And I'm just repeating the step on the pink one. For this one, I decided to add more whites and pretty pastels just to add into the kind of color scheme it's already got going on. I also decided to go with blue since I love pink and blue together. I think it looks super cute and it adds a nice contrast. And then I decided that purple would be best on the other side. And there we have it, the finished product. They look so awesome hanging on my tree right now. I'm so happy with these. I really hope that you guys want to try these too, and I would love to see your videos or your pictures on Instagram. You can always find my link down in the comments. Also remember to subscribe to Dark Matter Cosplay and keep watching out for more tutorials.